Hello, Lieutenant Jones from the Utah County Sheriff's Office here. I'm here today with Sergeant Spencer Cannon, who's also from the Utah County Sheriff's Office. Say hello, Spencer.
Hello, Spencer.
Oh, I love when he says that. That's awesome. So here we are today. I got a couple of things we want to talk about. The biggest one we want to talk about is we're hiring. Did you know we're hiring?
I did know we're hiring.
How did you know?
We've talked about it around here in the office. I've also seen some Facebook posts about it. I think I put those out.
Why are we hiring?
Because we don't have as many people who have a good solid interest in doing this work as we used to. I don't know what's happened exactly, but for some reason we don't have as many people who want to come here. The days of 200 applicants for 5 openings are long gone.
How many years in law enforcement do you have?
31.
31. I have almost 31, not quite, but really close to. Out of that 31 for me, do you know how many of them have been at the Sheriff's Office?
Over 20.
Over 24. Over 24.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
There's a reason for that. So how many of yours have been in the Sheriff's Office?
Let me think. 31.
Oh, look at him go. 31 years. So you got into law enforcement and you stayed at the Utah County Sheriff's Office for 31 years.
Mm-hmm.
What does that say, Spencer?
Well, from my perspective, for me, it's a good place to work, good people to work with. Every place has its warts, and there are things, of course, that I'd like to see a little bit different, but overall, it's a great place to work. There's a great deal of satisfaction in the work that we do, helping other people, trying to make a positive impact in others' lives. But I love the work. It's gratifying. It's not about the money, although it's a decent living, but I love the job.
It's a good job.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know about the warts thing. I mean, I might have one right there, I think. Anyway, I think there's a lot of reasons to work here. For me, my why is that the Sheriff's Office has been very good to me, but the biggest thing for me is there are so many opportunities. Everything from search and rescue. I started here in the jail. There's a lot of opportunities in the jail. There's a lot outside of the jail when you get into emergency services, into patrol. For you, detectives, warrants, there's so many places you can go that it kind of makes it, for lack of a better term, less boring.
Yeah, it's even if you work, you think working in the jail that it's just, you're guarding inmates, but there's a variety of things. There's work release, there's work diversion, there's jail industries, there's housing, there's booking, there's classification, there's all sorts of opportunities. There's medical section in patrol. It's not just going out and driving around and responding to calls and arresting people. It's also, you've got our contract cities. We have 7 contract cities. We've got Eagle Mountain, Fairfield, Cedar Fort, Vineyard, help me out here, Goshen, Elk Ridge, and Woodland Hills. So you can work in one of those areas. There are specialty teams within patrol that do enforcement in our canyon areas. They do specifically drug and alcohol enforcement. If you got a detective, you're not just putting on a suit and tie every day. You ought to see some of our guys. If you saw them, you might be a little bit afraid because they work undercover. They do narcotics enforcement. So there's a broad range, and that's not even touching on judicial, which is serving papers, finding people who have warrants, doing extraditions, court security, a number of things. So there's such a broad variety of things here at the Sheriff's Office. There really is. You could work in a number of those different areas and still find new things to do almost every day.
Every day. Now here's the big deal. I don't think we've mentioned this, but we have motorcycles, we have four-wheelers, we have side-by-sides, we have an airboat, we have an airplane, really nice airplane actually. We just
2 airplanes actually.
2 airplanes. And we have these things to save people's lives. We have these things because it's the right thing to do. That's what we do. We cover the lake, we cover the mountains, like he said. This is the place to be. There's a reason why I've dedicated most of my adult life to working for the Utah County Sheriff's Office, and I'm sure you would agree. This is the place to be. If you're interested, come on down. If you're 19, you have a clean record, come on down and check out working for corrections, because we're hiring 19-year-olds. Here's the deal. You want to just know about it? We'll set up a time for you to come and take a tour. Yeah?
Yeah, great idea.
If you're interested in working here, let us know, and we'd be happy to show you around.
Yeah, Lieutenant Jones and I both spent a significant percentage of our career working in corrections. For me, it was 5.5 years. I think it was longer than that for you.
Yeah, over 6 years.
But I didn't leave the jail because I hated working there. I actually really enjoyed working there. Never planned on doing anything else, but I saw some other opportunities and I thought, well, I'm going to give them a try, and it's been a really good experience.
It meant for me as well. So if you're interested, let us know. And if you're interested and you just want to apply, you can do that. Tell them where to do that.
Sheriff.utahcounty.gov is the website, and you look for the employment link on there, and it will take you to a listing of Utah County job announcements, and you find the one that we have is Enforcement Deputy 2. We also have corrections positions that are continuous recruitment. And when we say continuous recruitment, it means that the job announcement doesn't close. They will have, I believe, for the enforcement positions that we currently have open, they're going to do their first round of hiring in March, but the applications are being taken now. They'll be evaluated and approved. But they'll do the same thing in corrections. When they have openings, they wait for so long, then they get what we call a hiring list, and then they do a series of interviews and make job offers. And then after a few more months after that, then if we have openings still, which seems to happen more and more now, then we'll do another round of hiring.
In closing, Spencer, how many miles do you think you put on a vehicle in this giant county in your career?
Oh my gosh. Oh wow. The miles total that I've driven in a Utah County Sheriff's Office vehicle has to be well over 1 million. I mean, I've had 25 different vehicles for the various assignments that I've had. Several of those have been over 100,000 miles. I've never driven one brand new to taking it over 100,000 miles, but I am sure it's over 1 million miles.
I've driven a couple to 100,000 miles plus. I'm going to tell you I'm around 750,000. I don't have the brain that he has to tell you how many cars I've driven, but there's a lot. It's been a great job. It's taken care of me. It's benefited me in so many ways, and I'm in debt to it. And I'm telling you right now, this is the place to be. Come on out.
Yeah, be the solution.
Be the solution. Don't do bad things. Always do good things.